Tabac Original Eau de Toilette by the house of Mäurer and Wirtz. This is a German house. Um, I dedicate this fragrance review to a friend of mine who's been supporting me for quite a while. Um, he wanted me to do this several months ago, and I never did. I kept forgetting, and he kept reminding me, and he reminded me the other day that he wanted me to do this fragrance. So I dedicate this to you. He has a YouTube channel called Jimmy Digital. So sorry, man. Sorry it took so long for me to do this, but I'm going to do it for you right now. Um, Tabac Original. This is the Eau de Toilette concentration, not the cologne. I think the cologne is a little bit more popular. But I decided to get the Eau de Toilette because there's a lot less people that has that. Let me give you a little basic information about this. Um, this is from a German house. The perfumer his name is Arturo Jordi Pay. This was actually launched in 1959, believe it or not. I'll give you the notes. I'm not sure if these notes are to the Eau de Toilette or the cologne concentration or both. There's very little information about the Eau de Toilette, although there is a lot more information about the cologne version. So I'm not sure if these notes are 100% accurate, but it doesn't matter anyway because I'm only going to tell you what I smell anyway. But the top notes are pepper, petitgrain, citrus, neroli. Heart notes is lavender, chamomile, geranium, oak, moss. Base notes is carnation, sandalwood, oakwood, vetiver, musk, and amber. I spent 2 days with this because every time I do a fragrance review, I make sure I spend at least 2 days with it, and I wear it at least once a day for 2 days, and it's usually like 2 days or 2 times for 2 days. I've had this fragrance for about 1 year now, and I've always loved this fragrance. Ever since the first time that I ever sprayed it, I was like, this is nice. I like this because to me, it was a soapy fragrance, and it was a very comforting soapy fragrance. But that's all I ever got because I never paid attention to it. Um, but the last 2 days, I really paid attention to it. I really concentrated on what I was smelling. I was trying to pick out the notes in my head. Um, I was thinking about how it was developing on my skin. And I really, really thought about this fragrance. I really took this fragrance in. And you know something? I got so much more from this fragrance than I've ever gotten, ever, just because I was really, really like experiencing this fragrance. And I'll tell you what I got. And I never knew this as long as I've had this fragrance. I never knew it. But this is actually a neroli dominant fragrance. And I never knew that until 2 days ago when I started wearing it. I put it on and I was really thinking about this fragrance. And within like 30 seconds, I was like, this smells so good. That's neroli. I was smelling neroli and I never knew that. It was just like a soapy fragrance because I would like put it on and run off to work and just like sort of smell it. But I was picking up neroli from the very opening, and this is a neroli dominant fragrance all the way to the end of the dry down, believe it or not. Neroli to me is it's a combination of a couple of things. It's like a almost like a creamy citrus. It smells of orange blossom. It's a little bit sweet, and there's like a little floral element to it. But it's basically, it smells soapy also. So it's a soapy, citrusy, orange blossom with a little bit of like a sweet floral aspect. And it's really nice. I love neroli. Neroli has become one of my favorite notes over the last year, and I have several neroli dominant fragrances. One is, I think my favorite one would have to be bright neroli. But this was actually I think, my second favorite neroli dominant fragrance. And I never knew that. I never knew it. There is a couple of other things that come in. There's some oak moss that comes in. In the mid, there's a really beautiful chamomile that comes in. In the base notes, there's an amber and sandalwood that comes in, but they're not dominant. They're sort of there and they're present, and they actually complement the neroli really well as far as I'm concerned. They're like they're like supporting notes to support the neroli. But it's a trip. I'm glad that I spend time with the fragrance before I review it, because there's things that I've never knew about a fragrance, no matter how long I've had it. When I really pay attention to it, when I really think about it, when I really take in the fragrance, I get so much more than just like, getting up in the morning and spraying it and running off to work. I don't really get anything that way. So I'm glad that I actually do that, because I like to try to be really thorough in my reviews, so I can tell everybody out there actually what I'm smelling. So this fragrance surprised me. It really has. I've always loved this fragrance, but now the last 2 days I've actually like it so much more than I ever did, just because I paid attention to it. It spoke to me and I listened to it. I looked online last night. This is a 100 ml Eau de Toilette, and I looked online last night at FragranceNet to see how much this was going for, and I was actually shocked. I thought it was going to be like at least like 25 or 30 bucks, and it was 14 bucks for 100 ml on FragranceNet. So I'll put the link in the description to where you can get this if you want to like check it out. If you like neroli, if you like a soapy neroli, a little bit of citrus and orange blossom and a little bit of sweet floral in there, some sandalwood and oak moss, chamomile, you might want to check this out, especially for 14 bucks. I was actually surprised. I was like, why are they selling this for like 14 bucks? This should be going for at least like 30 bucks as far as I'm concerned, because the quality is even like really, really good. And yeah, I'm actually sort of fallen back in love with this fragrance, I guess. But anyway, that is it. And thank you for recommending me to do or suggesting that I do this Jimmy Digital, because it made me like this fragrance a lot more, and I want to start wearing it actually even more now. So I will see y'all later, and I will be back with something else whenever. All right, later, y'all. Bye.